So it is another Thursday. Hope all of you are thirsty. And we're gonna start with Heracles, aka Best Boy, Screw Black Weber. Fuck you, fuck potato. I'm just saying, Blackbeard is. Can I change that? Can I like? No, I can't. I don't have access to this document. This is the words beyond my change. Oh man, I can't accept this. This is blasphemy. Well, we have Heracles, the strong boy, and I still remember when I was watching Fate's Day Night for the first time, Unlimited Blade Works, I think it was, right, and I actually managed to guess Heracles, or well, I said Heracles. Uh, I managed to guess him mainly because he's big, he's strong, he look Roman, and that's the first thing that pops to my brain. Heracles, Greek mythology, 253 centimeters, aligned with chaotic mad. That is not an alignment, really. That's more like just very, very angry. Strength A plus, Constitution A, Agility M, Magic A, Luck B, and holy shit, those stats, man. That is some sick ass stats. Voice actor remind also voice Georgios and Black. Oh, I forgot that. And yeah, I mean, and he does make someone need to make them as well. So, well, obviously this is a much better boy now, of course, when the voice actor is Blackbeard. And I need to grail Georgios now as well, simply because of the voice. I mean, there's been other weird reasons people grail characters. So, well. Med enhancement B, rank up parameters, but takes away reason for the most part. Most part? I'm pretty sure there's not much left of that thing. Divinity A defines whether or not possess divine spirit aptitude. The higher it is, the more one is mixed race of a physical divine spirit. Being the son of the chief god Zeus and having been hailed as god upon his death, Heracles' divine spirit aptitude can be said to be that of highest rank. Damn. That is pretty bonkers. But is he higher than Gilgamesh, or do they both have A? I don't remember what Gilgamesh had, actually. Oh well. Personal bravery A. The ability to invalidate mental interference such as coercion, confusion, and fascination. It also has the effect of increased melee damage. However, present to his class ability madness enhancement, he's unable to display this ability. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of already bonkers. I don't think he can really add much more to that. Mind's Eye Fake B. Danger evasion by means of instinct and sixth sense. Battle continuation A. The ability to survive. It's possible for him to fight even on the verge of death, surviving as long as his injury is not decisively lethal. Yeah, though, as we have seen in the anime and all that, and the visual novel, Blackbeard. Well, Blackbeard is OP as well, of course. I mean, he's Blackbeard. But yeah, you know, God Hand and all that, literally like dying 9 times by different things. Like, damn. God Hand 12 labors, was it? 12 times. 9 lives. Well, 9 lives we have here. 100 heads that shots to death. The combat technique that Heracles had devised at the end of his long battle. A Heracles style, so to speak. Heracles has mastered all manners of armaments and overcome various monsters and labors. He will display a sword's greatest technique if using a sword, a spear greatest technique if using a spear, and a bow greatest technique if using a bow. Dude, doesn't this mean that he literally can be well, not all, but pretty much most classes? I mean, Lancer, Rider, Archer, well, Rider, I mean Saber, I guess it could be Rider. I guess Assassin and Caster, possibly, that is not what he can be. But other than that, he can be literally pretty much anything. In FGO, he released the greatest technique by means of a great sword. A rush of extreme speed afflicts 100 attacks in one breath. Damn. 9 lives has the meaning of possessing a life amounting to 9, but it holds the implication that due to the monster face an enemy possessing the special characteristic of reviving no matter how many times they're killed, Altogether, he achieved a combat analysis no matter how many times they... Seriously? Holy shit! Well, that is actually pretty bonkers. My god. 12 hand... Well, 12 hand. God hand 12 labors. God and the immortality obtained by means of blessing, curse of the gods. He transformed his body into robust armor, invalidating all attacks of rank B and below. To add, it has more concealability of automatic resurrection, raise even upon death. The amount of resurrection in its stock is 11 times. That is, say, Heracles will not vanish as long as it's not defeated 12 times. It's fundamentally not being utilized in FGO, except when it's a challenge and you need to fight that fucking thing. Then he gets it, but no, not we get on that. Obviously, but... Yeah, in a way though, I'm actually kind of happy because it is already such an insane ability. Like, fucking yikes. I still remember first time learning about that and like, what? What? Is what cannot be understood by a third party. Well, yeah. Character. Let's see. Heracles, who has mastered all manners of armaments, would originally be summoned as Sable, Lancer, Rider, or Archer. Classes befitting. Oh, see, there we have it. Even Rider, yeah. However, due to possessing the episode of Gone Mad when he was alive, he was also suitable as a Berserker. This Heracles is once summoned as a Berserker. Dude, why do we get all Rin face and stuff like that when we could get more Heracles? Especially Archer. I heard so much that Archer is his like strongest class. But I would actually like to see Saber, Lancer, Rider as well. That would be cool. Though I do remember that since Archer Heracles appears in some other thing and it's not done yet, and the author there is kind of an tight ass about it and don't want it to appear. But they could still make like Saber, Lancer, Rider. Meanwhile, I think that would be neat. Originally, the skill Mad Enhancement is something used to forcibly strengthen a weak servant. With a heroic spirit on Heracles' level, even only Mad Enhancing him consumes a vast amount of magic energy. He will not be able to stay manifest unless the rank of the Mad Enhancement is made lower compared to other Berserkers, and the magic energy consumption is restrained. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of crazy. I mean, it's like you're trying to trim a Ferrari or something like that. You're already trying to trim a supercar that is insane, and risk is that just make it worse. Originally, the skill Mad Enhancement is something used to forcibly strengthen a weak... Okay, I already read that part. That being said, Heracles being summoned as Berserker, yet still behaving with a slight reasoning ability intact, is by no means only due to rank of Mad Enhancement being low. Being the world's foremost hero, he possesses a strong reason does not get swallowed by the class special characteristic of Mad Enhancement. While that he is a Berserker, he can still maintain a calm eye for strategy. Damn. I mean, I will say, you're quite badass if you actually manage to keep somewhat reason even on the Berserk Enhancement, like Mad Enhancement. Like, goddamn, dude. In any case, with him already having high status of a heroic spirit to begin with, being Mad Enhanced would unmistakably turn him into a monster beyond control. As a Berserker, he makes use of an enormous axe sword, as well as his most trusted bow and arrow, Noble Phantasm, the 100 heads that shots to death. 9 lives are also made for his bow, the Hydra Labor and all of that, so it doesn't mean he pulls out the bow that is sad. That would be really, really, really cool potato if he did that, actually. And you know, the Hydra, yeah, I remember the Hydra and all that. See there, so you guys can read yourself a little bit if you want to. But I'm really, really curious about, I mean, I will say, Heracles, I really do like. I don't like, I like him in the anime, because I really like his interaction with Ilya and all of that, and he's actually really cool, but in the game with FGO, I don't use him so much. Even if he was the first 4-star I got, I think, right? I don't use him much in FGO, but I think it's because I feel he's a bit boring in the game. I love him in the anime, but in the game I feel he is, yeah, you know, he's just another Berserker, so to speak. He doesn't really have that charm to him. But in anime, I fucking love it. I love, you know, when he's fighting Gilgamesh and all that, and I got upset when he died, and Ilya died, and goddammit Gilgamesh, damn it. And of course, his fight against Alter Saber and all that. So in the anime, I just think he's super awesome. And I don't hate him in FGO. Yes, I just find him a little bit boring, I guess. You know, he's a good, straightforward character. Obviously, I just find that there are more other cooler berserkers out there in the game, so to speak. But in anime, he is number one by means. Motives and attitude toward master. Being a nobleman and martial one at that, his wish is to be able to complete ruthless. His wish is to be able to complete ruthlessly as warrior against other heroes. Okay, that's even if his emotion is sealed with a strong madness enhancement, even if he's in a state where he does not act without a master order, it appears that it cannot completely erase the circumstance of his, and his own will of protecting the master can be seen leaking out at every turn in his act. But that's like with Ilya and all of that. Very sweet, very sweet. Historical depiction. On par with Perseus, who was known for his exploits of eliminating Medusa and many others. He is a man called as one of Greek mythology's two greatest heroes. Grandson of Perseus and half-man, god hero born to Mycena queen Alcmene and the chief god Zeus. Seriously, imagine so many problems in Greek mythology that would have been avoided if Zeus could keep his dick in his toga. Seriously, if he did that, most of the problems that happen probably would never happen. In fact, if most gods kept their dicks inside their pants, most of these problems would never happen. Seriously, that is what we say when you're thinking with your other head. God damn it! His shadow name was Alcides, but it became known as Heracles upon being designed as such. Heracles, glory to Hera by the Oracle of Delphi. I didn't know that actually. I know that he was named Alcides before. Is it Alcides or Alcides? I say Alcides. However, Hera despised Heracles, who was born from Zeus' infidelity. She dispatched a snake on the sleeping cradle of Heracles and his twin sister Iphicles. And Heracles grew into a hero of unparalleled strength. She kept on thrusting hardship upon hardship, such as breathing madness into him. Driven to insanity, he ended up murdering his and his sister's child, and receiving an oracle from Apollo that as atonement he must fulfill 10 labors under Mycenae's king. Seriously, some of these names are really rough to say. I didn't know he had a twin sister. Driven to insanity, end up murdering his and his sister's child. Wait, he had a child with his sister? What? That's weird as fuck. I do know though that was part of like in the inside. And once again, the gods are fucking weak. God damn it, they are so fucking dumb. I mean, oh yeah, Hera, I understand that you are so pissed on Zeus' infidelity, but trying to kill the child? Go fuck up Zeus instead. Ram this poison snake up his ass. Just saying. That take it out on them instead. Like, come on, Shimona. Seriously, like, I feel like their anger, they literally need anger and relationship management. Why are they so dumb? Thus Heracles fulfilled them, so although it became known as the 12 Labors. In addition, Heracles also answered to Jason's appeal and bought Argo as one of his heroes. He also participated on God's side in a battle between the giant tribe, Gigas, known as Gigantomachia, against Zeus and the Olympians. Cool. There's a typo in here where it's Mercius instead of Perseus. Oh, I assume it's a typo because I don't think Herc has a grandpapa named Mercius. I don't think so, at least. And even then, wasn't Perseus his great-grandfather instead of just grandfather? I honestly don't. I don't know how their relationship are at this point. Like, also speak. He's a dude here in real life. This. Oh, well, of course they needed to slap some titties on. I just imagine his twin sister being like literally Heracles as we see in here, but with big boobies on. That's how I imagine it would be. Or then again, I wouldn't be surprised if they turn her into a lolly or something like that. That wouldn't in-game depiction. He made an appearance in the first chapter, Steel Ends of the Four Seas Ocean. Oh yeah, I forgot that. He once again boarded the Argo led by Jason, standing on the way of the protagonist and friends. Unfortunately, being a berserker and was incapable of exchanging words, Jason and Medea was incapable of knowing what they truly thought. To add, one of the Gorgons who has connection with his ancestor Perseus, Yonrei has made an appearance in the third chapter. The world of Greek mythology is both vast and narrow. Well, that's kind of, yeah. Depiction in previous works. He made an appearance in Fates the Night as a seven summoned by a Magus of the Ainsban. As the most formidable enemy from the opening to the endgame, he gave off a very strong presence. Even mad and Hansi had raised a strong bond with a girl that was his master. Perhaps he had been enveloped with a feeling toward his own child that he had raised himself. Oh yeah, I remember that. To add, upon fighting Emilia, he felt a sense of commendation slightly leaking through toward a hard-to-come-by and formidable enemy. But when you think about it, seriously, and when you think driven to insanity, murdering, that was by Hera, right? The gods are fucking nuts. They're dumb as hell. What the fuck is wrong with them? God damn it. Connection with other characters and Jason, an acquaintance skilled with his mom. Oh yes, he's skilled with his mouth, down on his knees. That figure of his being led around by the nose with the weight of his own destiny, overlapped with his own. He just can't leave him alone. Maybe Jason, who self-consciously ignored that distress, is also quite pitiful himself. Medusa, truly the gods are the worst. Yeah, they are. Medusa, Heracles. Seriously, the gods fucking sucks balls. And there's bad balls. Radioactive balls that gives them cancer and shit. Chiron, one regrets in regard to the teacher, even though Master Chiron may have been prepared for it when he had broken through the battlefield to begin with. Taking out the Hydra poison may have been too much. Ooh, they had that connection? I didn't know that. As I said, I know just vaguely about like Heracles' history, like some of these labors, like obviously the Hydra, the lion thing, where it's supposed to take the fur, and some other shit. I don't remember. She was completely scared when above the Argo, slightly shocked. Atlante, fellow Argonautia. Argonautai? That's a weird word in itself. He would have loved to compete in bows with her, but before he realized it, she had already went off to the ship. Damn it. What? No Ilya here? Aww, that's sad. Or Gilgamesh? Yes, I just imagine like Gilgamesh. Commenter illustrator. Heracles is a bulging mass that can really give off a sense of intimidation just by standing there. It was really fun making him swell out on account of his bursting mass. Muscles! Muscles! Now that once again a thought of many servants have been added, there's part of me that think that maybe his design modification is a little bit too simple. Yeah, I guess that actually was what I feel. He feels very simplistic and, I mean, very straightforward. Like maybe I should add in more color or something. I was really glad to be the one responsible for Heracles. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what Tater. Sorry if I let slide any grammar formatting mistakes. If anything confusing though, it's just the way the translator did. I can't do much about it. I don't worry about it. I probably miss it anyways because I'm so dumb and don't understand English. Anyway, to add on what the translator said, there was probably a typo instead. Indeed, Perseus is Herc's great-grandfather and his twin is a dude in myth. I didn't even know he had a twin! Between Herc is a ripe terrain for spoiler steal, so guys, no info stuff Lan has personally seen. Okay, yeah, you heard that, guys. Another thing is the prophet didn't mention that Herc can regenerate his life. I believe he gets 1 life back after every 3 days. Holy shit! Dude, that is just insane. In case Charon's part is confusing, Herc is showing regret because he's the one responsible for Charon's death, hitting him with one of these stray arrows coded in Hydra. Ah! Medea's comment is kind of funny, lol. Anyway, good stuff, yeah. As said, I love him in the anime, but in the game, I think he's a tad bit boring. And all of that. Though I actually like his design. Especially the first one, because I like the sword crusher axe thing he has. It's just very brutal. Though as said, I do feel like I guess the thing with berserkers in FGO in general, those that just stand there roaring, it tend to be like very simple and kind of a little bit lacking personality, so to say. But it is really interesting to read, and I would love to see more Heracles, especially of other classes. Because he is fucking, as he said, big shad, definitely. It is a big bonker dude, and I love him in the anime, as said. He's so cool there. Though I don't get the real same feeling in the game. But then again, obviously, if they made him as in the anime, he would be so broken. Then again, I think most characters would actually be really broken. Yeah. But I think that is really, really awesome. So, yeah. That's Berserker. The OG Berserker. Well, for me, I guess the first one I saw was Lancelot. But to be fair, Lancelot Berserker have nothing compared to this guy, definitely. So, for me, he's OG Berserker. And talking about the troll. Oh god, it makes me think on the Murlocs in World of Warcraft. Lancelot. Oh god. Yeah, I mean, he was the first Berserker I saw. And while I think it's pretty neat with the entire plane and minigun and all that, Heracles is still the OG badass. Ooh, that art though is actually really cool. That is cool. Honestly, though, I will say the black smoke thing. I think that is actually a turn off, so to say. It just look kind of spotty, you know. You don't get to see the actual cool design, because you just see about black smoke, oh, edgy, something like that. Berserker, Lancelot, Legend of King Arthur, Brutane, Lawful Mad, no more like Awful Lad. Hey, snap! Okay, he's not an awful lad. I like Lancelot in general. Strength A, Constitution A, Agility A, Magic C, Luck B, and PA. God damn. Okayu Ryotaru also was Phantom C, Romulus and Vlad, the Berserker. Snap! That's pretty awesome. Class skill, Med Enhancement C. Med Enhancement cunt. All parameters except for magic and luck is ranked up, but language capability is lost. He become incapable of complex reasoning. Yeah. No, what? Language capability lost? No, he can still say. I always laugh when I hear him in the anime or like and you know, he have this like synthetic voice like thing going on. It's just fucking hilarious. Like, yeah. I mean, in that way, he do have more personality than Heracles. Like, at least, he sounds fun. He makes me chuckle. Magic resistance E. Press E. Magic resistance gained by means of ring of a ring amulet. However, the rank is lower due to mad enhancement. Incapable of invalid magic, but somewhat reduced in damage value. I mean, that's good. That's good. Personal skill Eternal Master A. Eternal Arms Mastery. A martial skill that reached the status where one can boast of being peerless in apparent age. By means of perfect unification of mind, technique, and body. Even when affected by any sort of influence of mental restriction, he is capable of demonstrating perfect combat capability. Dude, that is actually pretty insane when you think about it. Because he still will be able to perform all of this, even if by this meaning, literally, berserkering and all of that. So that is pretty neat. Protection of Spirit A. The ability to call upon preferential luck in a critical situation means a blessing from a spirit. Activation is only possible in the battlefield, performing feats of arms. Arms, and not legs. Armstrong is like... Knight of Owner. A knight does not die with empty hands. What about empty feet? Oh, snap. Rank A++. Wow, that's actually insane. Knight of Owner. An ability noble fantasy that grants the attribute of one's own noble fantasy on anything here. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Because that was a thing. Literally, like, everything he held, like... No matter what kind of weapon or arms it is, for example, an iron pole, a fighter jet, or a gun, aka all the things we see in the anime, once he holds it in his hands, by surrounding it with magic energy, it turns into a pseudo-noble fantasy equal to D rank. Damn. Berserker's black magic energy surrounds and wraps the weapon in a vein-like manner in such cases. In a situation where it takes hold of a noble phantasm of a higher rank than D rank, he is able to put it under his control while keeping its original rank. However, this ability range of its use is limited to the things that he can recognize as a weapon. For example, even if he transforms a fighter jet into a noble phantasm, he cannot do the same to an aircraft carrier who is recognized as something different from a weapon. I mean, I don't want to be like that, but 9/11, you know, I'm just saying, literally anything you could use. Literally. I mean, it depends on how. I mean, if it's universal viewed. I mean, obviously, an aircraft carrier is not meant to be a weapon, and we don't see it as a weapon, but it can be used as one. Does it matter though how he recognizes it, or is it like I said, universal? Like, I mean, for example, I'm pretty sure you could kill someone with his remote. Obviously, though, it's not made to be used like that. It's not made to be a weapon. It's made to turn on and off my TV. Pretty much like my dick. You know, it's just beep boop, beep boop, and then it's done. But, or is it like literally that he like... and then he like kills everyone? Is it how it works? Because I'm always curious about that, because... depending on how you look at it, it could literally cheese the ability and make it just insane strong, because you literally can take anything. I mean, when you think about it, because an iron pole, technically it's not a weapon, it's used for whatever other things. So I guess anything that he actually can use to crush people with, like a table or a chair, could become part of this ability. That's what I assume. At least that's my thought on it. If anyone knows more about it, please share. Please tell me. Character: one of the Knights of the Round Table, the Knight of the Lake, because he's wet. With his signature weapon Arondite in hand, he is considered to be the stronger when it comes to individual prowess. He had fallen to matters many times through the matters surrounding Queen Guinevere, and accordingly is quite compatible with the Berserker class. During his life, he was known for excelling personality befitting to one noble and virtuous, a knight among knights, but he has lost his reason by means of madness enhancement, turning it into an existence with a negative emotion such as hatred and murderous impulsive within. However, should he catch sight of a saber even during a combat, he would immediately break out and charge her, displaying a tenacity toward the king. Side of saber. Okay, so it's not just a saber, it's the saber. It's not that he held a resentment toward King Arthur. He harbored not even a fragment of grudge toward the king who blamed herself. Being the cause of the division with the Round Table and unable to save Guinevere, he simply thought that he should face judgment. Due to that, he's driven by due to that, he's driven by madness. Only wish, simply, only okay. Yeah, my brain. I can't read. Wish for the king's condemnation, all the while displaying hatred, a grudge, incapable. I'm just gonna go and shoot myself, and persistently attacking her. As for his many talents and qualities, for all that he was born with such a high spec, bordering overpowered, none of it was of any help for him breaking through his conflicts. A tragic figure of a knight. Furthermore, the issue of his origin, being treated as a source of discord between him and the Knights of the Round Table, raises dispersions even further. For the sense of value between that of the Round Table from Britain, of complete devotion for the sake of the island, and of Lancelot from France, of a land separate beyond the sea, are fundamentally different. Ah, so there's two different Lancelots there. Ah, cool. And I actually would like to see Queen Guinevere as a servant. Like, make it happen. That would be interesting. It would probably just... what are you doing, Shani? Be causing quite a lot of drama, I guess, but still, it would be interesting, actually. I would like that. Motives and attitude toward Master. When he was alive, his immoral love with Queen Guinevere ended up being allowed by King Arthur. He is tormented by the sense of regret, of wanting to be condemned of the crime of his. Due to his root being his too serious nature, instead of being an excellent knight, he had been summoned as Berserker, yet strive for the best performance as a knight. However, only during the case of that is placed on the same battleground as King Arthur that he would go even further from that. Speech example. I am the Elaine. Wait, what? The ridicule, the despise, praise not my name. Envy not myself. Wait, what? He says this? So I hate resent, the noble shadow itself of my disgrace. When does he say this? And what are you doing, Shani? Yeah? Yeah, we talk about... We talk about Lancelot. He's so angry. He's an angry child. He's an angry child. I have by your hand been judged, O king, by your hand. Had my sin been inquired, for me to be allowed to spare with you in the end, even when my face distorts such as this, to die in the king's arm before the king's eyes. Oh wait, is this to the face 0? Something like that? I mean, Shan-Li, I love you, but goddamn, I'm trying to work. I know it's not much of work, but I'm trying. Then again, I'm pretty sure people actually rather watch you than me. Maybe I should make a Shan-Li and Tifa channel, where it's only them doing stuff. Yo, that would be something. Wouldn't it? Oh, I bet it would. The multi-talented son of King Bionic of Gallia, now France. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm hearing you purring. Who had been sworn friends with King Arthur. When Bionic had been attacked by his bitter enemy King Claudas, Lancelot was hidden by the Lady of the Lake and brought up in the kingdom of Ferus. Damn, cool. Lancelot was, growing up, he was appointed as a knight under King Arthur and joined as one of King Guinevere's guards. His respect and affection toward the queen soon changed into love, bringing upon the tragedy of Britain. He possesses the famed sword Aronodite that brings down even dragons, but there are also cases where he took an elm branch or snatched away his enemy's sword and used it as his own weapon. Wait, what? Took an elm branch? I guess he's branching out his abilities, I guess. Then again, what? Conceived love from many ladies, including Enchantress Morgan. From him and LanokirX, who has assumed queen position by means of sorcery, his son Galahad was born. Yeah, Galahad is not happy about that, apparently. Each time such a story went to heard of, Lancelot, who accepted condemnation from the queen again and again, fell into madness. The reason why he, a perfect knight, was granted an element of Berserker. When their immorality was exposed, Lancelot rescued the queen who had been placed for execution and sheltered her on his own land. But then amidst the war in Britain, Mordred rebellion occurred. Lancelot's reinforcement didn't make it in time. He then entered priesthood and bade his short life in Britain farewell. Well, that sucks. In legend, have it that Elaine of Corbenic, being a sorcerer, tricks him into believing that she is Queen Guinevere. Oh, yeah, I remember that. And he sleeps with her, and the ensuing pregnancy resulted in the birth of his son Gala. Oh, yeah, I remember that he was tricked and all of that. Shanley, don't jump on the computer like that. I'm afraid you're gonna hit the button once again and turn it off when I'm doing it. I hate that. Yeah, you rascallion. Rolling game. He doesn't have any particular appearance time in the main story for the duration of 5 chapters. However, his strength is definitely not a half-hearted one. Yeah, that for sure. Receiving enemy attacks using his chopstick and transforming falling wooden logs into noble fantasy armor is succession endless. What are you doing, Tifa? In addition, even if he takes off his helmet, his countenance, rumored to be perilous handsome, is unable to be seen due to his skill. No! Rolling past work. Appeared in Fate Zero, yes. He showed his true identity during the last moment of Fuyuki's 4th Holy Grail War. During his life, he had deep connection with Saber, and so when he ended up being summoned as a berserker and expressed such deep resentment, it gave Saber such a shock and emotional damage. Seeing Lancelot case to once again being able to meet someone one holds respect and affection to should have been a stroke of luck. But they ended up giving the 2 series Saber excessive misunderstanding instead. The nuisance. Also, they actually speak quite splendid in spin-off works. I mean, doesn't most of them? Connection with Altoria. Arr, Galahad. Nani? Oh gosh. Comment from Illustrate. I was like, 3-stage transformation? No way, impossible. I'm really sorry. The original design was made with the assumption that it would be mass-produced, so it would be in trouble to draw big changes. But perhaps it's exactly because of that one can say the design can be used just as if even after several years passed. When his first stage, and in his 3rd stage, he changed to his character's weapon, Arndite. Secretly, I retorted, no way, it's gonna have the same attack power as an iron pipe. Oh gosh. And Potato, that's him. Not a lot to say here. I think the profile depicts him fairly well. Yeah. One thing I found strange is that I believe his skill is supposed to be protection of fairies instead of spirits. So perhaps it's a typo. Yeah, that probably makes more sense, yeah. Fun fact is that his second speech is what he said in episode either in one of Korea's dreams. Oh, was that what he said in the dreams? I thought it was when he likely died. But yeah, that makes sense. Oh. But yeah, Lancelot is pretty cool, but I don't like the black smoke thing. It's kind of take away the cool design that is Lancelot. And he, of course, he makes me laugh because you know that's what he do. Still, I think it's pretty neat, and I do know that in the game though he's one fucking bonkers as servant because he's so easy to just AoE farm with and all that. So maybe one day I get him. But yeah, so that was 2 berserkers. The 2 first berserkers I saw in the game. Well, in the series. So yeah, that was pretty neat. Really like it. But yes, I will be back though with more FGO Thirstday next week. So thank you for watching. See you later on. And most of all though, have a continuous super great day.